everybody, welcome to the lunch table. My name's Evan. Today I'm joined with Zach, Joel, and Nick. And today we have a interesting video for you guys. We're going to be reacting to our preseason playoff predictions that we titled the worst NFL playoff predictions, which if you continue to watch this video, you'll see why.
We knew it at the time. And
yeah, we knew at the time it was bad.
True.
Let's just say it aged how we thought it would. But yeah, the Chiefs, they won the Super Bowl, and so we're gonna see if any of us had that, which we didn't. But let's just get started.
And I have the Jets winning.
what? I'm going 100%.
Everybody,
Oh, that one ever not
great
been
start here.
doing our as we
You
restrict
did the same
water.
thing in that.
We're going to be
video,
doing our 2023-2024 season award predictions and very, very early playoff predictions.
Zach's choking on water. We started off the
Weaver
podcast
always
almost.
chokes on something. Always has to clear his throat before we get started.
Let me clear my throat.
He did it like 30 seconds ago.
We always have a great start to the episodes.
So, yeah, should be a good one. Make sure to check out our season predictions, our NFC and AFC season predictions.
Dude, those were bad too.
That was all
Weren't
bad.
that terrible.
Yeah, we'll start off with obviously the wild card round. Who wants to start us off with their wild card round?
AFC or NFC
Yeah.
first?
AFC, baby.
AFC, I can go first.
All right.
So the way mine laid out, I had the Bengals at 1, Chiefs 2, Jets 3, Jags
there we go.
Bills 5, Ravens 6, and Broncos 7.
That list was freaking terrible.
What a great
Bills
start.
winning that one. I think that'll be a very competitive game if that were to happen.
Joel, before we start, do you want to talk about your seedings?
Okay.
Or do you want to do it after we're done?
I'll start it off right away. Bengals, you got going into it. You think Joe Burrow stays healthy and they're able to put something together. I did not expect what took place to happen this year. In terms of the Jets, the same dang idea. If Aaron Rodgers plays, that team is a completely different ball team.
Ball club.
Yes, ball club. You know what? You get what I mean.
What about
That
the
one would be-
Broncos?
I think
Yeah,
they'd be
where's
a
that one
completely
coming
different
from?
I think they'd be a completely different team with Aaron Rodgers there. You can't control those two right there. You can't control injuries that take place. I'm just going to say that. Now, the Broncos one, I was riding high thinking Sean Payton could do something with that team.
What?
I did.
In fairness to Sean Payton, they were a better offense than they were last year.
They were a better
Yeah.
offense.
It's not like
You know
there was
what?
no
You know what
improvement.
really let them down was their defense. A lot of the time.
Yeah.
And another thing, I'll say this: towards the end of the season, the Broncos were in contention to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
They were-
before that
Good
Detroit
Lord.
game.
Before the Detroit game, they were in contention to make the playoffs. So, that one's probably the most out there pick at this moment in time of my
Oh,
seven.
just give it some time.
At this moment in time of my 7 that I have in there, I would say the Broncos one was the most outlandish. Heading
I
into
would
the
agree with
season,
that.
heading into the season, I figured the Jets. I had faith in the Jets that Aaron Rodgers could do something because I felt that they were a complete team.
Yeah.
Now
that's fair.
looking at it now, it's a little different.
You look
but
foolish.
Didn't work out.
You can continue. I'm done with my spiel.
But I think overall that the Bills are going to come out on top of this one and just overall advance to play Kansas City. With that in mind,
That
we know
happened.
they advance probably to play the Bengals. Next game was Ravens versus the Jets, and I have the Jets winning with Aaron Rodgers at the helm, and like we
Yep.
finally getting that quarterback with a competent, amazing defense and amazing supporting cast that he has at New York, I think the Jets team takes care of the Ravens. Although it could be a close game, I just feel the Jets are going to take care of that one. And then I got the AFC West matchup between the Chiefs and the Broncos, and I cannot pick against Mahomes in this one. Against Russ, I'm going with.
Plus, the Chiefs own the Broncos.
It's not even
Exactly.
Insane.
The Broncos.
So my AFC lineup.
That wasn't terrible.
I don't think that's terrible.
You saved yourself a little bit. So you had what? Bengals, Bills?
I had Bengals, Chiefs, Jets, Jags. That Jags one's not aging well.
I don't think the Jags one's aging well for any of us.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think that's
Nick.
a valid point for anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody expected C.J. Stroud to take that team to where they got to this point.
I think everyone expected the Jags to do what the Texans ended up doing.
Exactly,
This year.
I agree. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had the Chiefs, I had the Ravens, I had the Bills. Is that it?
You had
Oh,
what?
God.
Jags, Broncos, and Jets, and Bengals.
Jags, Broncos, Jets, and Bengals.
All right, so
Gosh,
3 out of
3
7.
out of 7.
Nice. All right, next.
Nick, let's hear who you
Stuff
have.
like this. I had Kansas City 1, the Jets 2, Cincinnati 3, Jacksonville 4, Chargers 5, Buffalo 6, Baltimore 7.
That was
Yikes.
So Kansas City 1. I think I was the only person here who had the Chiefs as the 1 seed.
You did.
If only well, it's a bit of a spoiler, but I should have carried that energy throughout the rest of the playoffs, and I didn't. But Jets and Bengals, same as Joel. Both quarterbacks got hurt, kind of derailed their seasons.
You
is
can't
what it is.
control it.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about Jacksonville here for a second. They were one of the biggest disappointments of 2023 for me. It just seemed like something was off with that collapse the last month and a half of the year. I expected Trevor Lawrence to have a breakout MVP-esque year like a lot of people did. He just didn't do that. Chargers at 5. I was big on the Justin Herbert train. I think a lot of people also were. And Justin Herbert was the best part of that Chargers team this year.
Yep.
And then he got hurt, and the entire team just fell apart. They fired Brandon Staley, which they should have done last year. They obviously got Jim Harbaugh, so we'll see how they do this year. But the Chargers were terrible. That was so bad. Chargers, Jags, 4-5 is rough. But Bills, Ravens, yeah, we got them. But yeah, that was rough. That was not
So
good.
how many teams?
I think
did
I
you
also
have?
had 3 out of 7 because I had Jets, Jags, Chargers,
Bengals.
Bengals. Yeah.
Yes, 3 out of 7.
So 3 out of 7.
You and Joel. All right, let's see who you pick.
I don't feel as bad about mine
4-5.
anymore.
I have the Jags against the Chargers again. I think the Jags win again. Yeah.
Sorry, Chargers fans.
Sorry, Chargers fans. I think after this, Brandon Staley will finally get fired.
I
got that! That's what you like to hear. 3 strikes and you're out of here.
I would
have fired him
figure.
last
I would have fired him after last year, too. I'm shocked he didn't. I think this is the final straw. I think they fire him.
Hey, Nick, there you go. You called it.
Really
There you
started
go.
off. That's what you like to hear. And then I've got Bengals Bills as the 3-6 matchup. I'm going to take the Bengals here. I just think they're a better matchup to the Bills. The Bills can't really run football. That was not true. James Cook became a Pro Bowl. Bend but don't break, and that's kind of what you need against quarterbacks like Josh Allen.
We didn't know.
And then I have Jets Ravens as well. I also have the Jets over the Ravens. I think the Jets are better.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Pause this real quick. Pause this real quick. I don't think we gave enough credit to what personnel the Ravens actually had in the preseason.
I
I
agree.
think the Ravens were what the Jets were last year.
I think the Ravens were what we expected the Jets to do.
Yeah, the Ravens, I think everyone underestimated the Ravens, especially their defense going into this year. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that.
Going to be the Jets and Bengals, and then the Chiefs and Jaguars.
That's bad. That's so bad. 3 of the 4 divisional round teams didn't even make the playoffs. That's so terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Mine was the Bills,
Bengals.
Chiefs, Bengals, and Jets.
Yeah.
So I had 2. Okay, I'll take that.
And Nick had 1.
Not what you like to hear.
All right, I think, am I up
All
next?
right.
Yeah.
I have the Chiefs with my 1 seed, the Bengals at 2.
Oh, you
Bills
did
at
have the
3,
Chiefs.
Jags at 4, Jets at 5, Chargers at 6, and Ravens at 7.
So, kind of the same thing that you guys had. I had on the Chiefs. That was good. The Bengals at 2. Obviously, that didn't work out. Who did I have? Did I have Bills at 3?
Yeah, you had Bills
Yeah.
at 3.
Bills at 3. That was a little high.
None of us had the
No,
Dolphins.
they had the 2 seed.
The Bills?
Yeah, the Bills were the 2 seed this
that's
year.
right. That's right. That's right.
No, oh yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. Never mind.
So actually, I was fairly spot on.
Oh, spot on.
Yeah. But what did I have? So I had Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, Jets, Chargers, Ravens,
Jags.
So kind of the same thing.
So you
So-
had. Did you have 4?
Ravens, Chiefs, Bills. So yeah, 3.
Oh
at us
my god.
4-5
That's your
matchup,
pick.
Jags, Jets. I have the Jets winning that one. Like I said, I love this Jets team. I think they're going to go far. I have Bills, Chargers. I got the Bills winning this one. They're just a better team. Josh Allen, I think, is going to play pretty well. Plus, it's in Buffalo, which is always hard to play with in those winter months. Then you got the Bengals and the Ravens, rematch of last year's wild card round, and I got the Bengals winning it once again.
Okay. All right.
That was okay. Kind of. Yeah, I feel like we all kind of had roughly the same stuff, at least going into the divisional round, and then it started kind of getting crazy. Divisional round, but
I don't even remember what my picks were, to be honest with you.
well, let's see.
All right. So
All right, let me do my next round matchup. Next round, I got Bengals, Bills, Chiefs, Jets.
Bengals, Bills, Chiefs, Jets.
Chiefs, Jets. So you had one of those teams, right?
2. No, yeah.
Oh, Bills and
1.
Chiefs. Yeah, you had 2.
Bills, Chiefs.
So you went 2 of 2.
I did better than you, Nick.
Hey, listen, I know for a fact my NFC ones were good. So
My NFC one was terrible.
I don't remember your NFC one, to be honest.
Oh, just you wait.
Alright, wait, let's see who you have.
okay. So the way it worked out for me, I got the Bengals at the 1 seed, 14-3. 2,
Whew.
I've got the
Yikes.
Chiefs, and they will be playing the 7-seeded Chargers. And then as the 3 seed, I have the Jags, and they will be playing the 6-seeded Dolphins. And then I've got the
Who's your 5?
4-seeded Jets playing the 5-seeded Bills.
You didn't even have the Ravens in.
Yeah, other than
yeah,
that,
but he had Miami.
But he had the
in.
Dolphins.
He had the
I
Dolphins.
had the Dolphins in. That's not like hateful, other than the Jets and the Jags. Honestly, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think my NFC ones are really bad.
And Chargers.
Yeah, the
You
Chargers
went
was
3
pretty
of 7
bad.
Too.
We all went 3.
We all went 3 of 7.
I mean, the worst,
wild.
worst part about mine was just having the Bengals at 14-3 in the 1 seed. But like I said, I mean, you guys have already hit on it multiple times, and I've also said it multiple times. I thought this was going to be the year that the Bengals won the Super Bowl and Joe Burrow won the MVP. So that did not happen, unfortunately.
In fact, it was actually the opposite. It went to a team in the AFC North.
Yeah, it was actually. It
The
did.
MVP.
And the MVP went to the team in the AFC North.
Which just makes me hate that team even more.
Yo, Evan, real quick before you continue, does this video include award predictions too or no?
I can't remember.
All right, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. All right,
I think that could have been worse,
I'll
though.
start with the Jets and the Bills.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Jets in this game. I think the Jets are going to beat the Bills. I think they're just a better top and bottom team than the Bills. So my next matchup, I have the Chiefs and the Chargers. Chiefs own the division. Chiefs win it. And then we got the Jags and the Dolphins. In which case,
Oh,
I'm
God.
taking the Jags.
That was rough.
Hey Zach.
The freaking
Hey
playoff.
Zach. I think we just found out. Evan and I went 2-4.
Me and
You and Nick went 1-4.
yeah, but you
Oh
didn't
my
even have the
God.
Ravens in the playoffs.
Yes.
They were the 1 seed. So you have the worst AFC predictions.
I don't know about that, but all right.
How?
What do you mean how? It's non-negotiable.
No, I'm saying how it. I have the worst.
No, he said I have the worst,
I
but
was
let's
gonna
wait and
say, I
see
was gonna say.
who we all have, like, you know, as the rest of it goes on here,
All right,
because I think
that's
it
fair.
gets worse.
That is valid.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
I've got, in the divisional round, I've got the Bengals versus the Jets and the Chiefs versus the Jags again. So the exact same match.
Hey, that's what I have.
Unfortunately.
I hated this year, dude. This year
Back to me
sucked.
then.
Here we go.
Back to
Oh
me
boy.
then. So I have Jets versus Chiefs, and then the Bills versus the Bengals. Bills versus Bengals. I know Bills fans want me to take the Bills here, and I kind of considered it, but I'm going to go Bengals taking that one.
Zach's probably like, wait,
Then the
you
big
actually
one, Jets
considered
versus
that?
Chiefs. I actually have the Jets. I have the Jets taking it. I have the Jets taking it. I love it.
I like it.
Right there is terrible.
I just think
And there it goes.
we've talked about it so much already. It's just the fact that this team is. Aaron Rodgers completes this team, and don't get me wrong, that's gonna be one of the best probably games of year, probably the best game of the year, if I'm being totally honest with you. I think it's gonna be like a 27-24
That didn't age well.
Jets come out. So I have the Jets.
That didn't age well.
Yeah, I didn't do well. Jets beating the
In
Chiefs.
fairness, though, they played each other week 4, and the Jets probably should have beat them with Zach Wilson at the helm. So, like,
That's valid.
yeah, I don't. It didn't happen, but like,
It's valid, but they, yeah, it was just.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
Nick's about to make you look a little bit better.
That's true.
Jets versus Bengals in my AFC Championship.
Jets Bengals AFC Championship.
my first matchup is the Jets at home against the Bengals. And a lot of these Jets players outside of Aaron Rodgers haven't really been here before. Like, they're playing a Ravens team. They're just a better team. They're going to get through that. But I'm shocked I'm saying this, but it's become kind of a custom for the Bengals to be in these high-pressure games. And for that reason,
Did somebody say who day?
for that reason, I will be taking the Bengals in that matchup. I think the Bengals, they went to
Did
Buffalo,
somebody say who day?
silenced the rocking crowd.
Which you thought wouldn't happen.
I
so
didn't-
you sucked
I
that.
thought there was no way they were going to beat that.
You
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I did have to put that in my pocket. Last year was kind of the realization that this Bengals
No
team
way.
is today. And I think they go into the day a bit of an inexperienced Jets team outside of Aaron Rodgers. A really good one, but at least this season, I think experience will. Well, and then I have the Jags at the Chiefs. I have no reason.
This is an egregious
for this
game.
at all. This is my upset of the show. No reason. Talk about a man writing a legacy. Trevor Lawrence is going to go into Arrowhead and lead one of the games of his young career. He's going to go into Kansas City and beat the Chiefs. Right?
Well, Nick,
I
Trevor
I don't-
Lawrence.
Where did you get this
There-
Bijan Robinson jersey?
yeah,
I
that's a
just
sick
put it
jersey.
on.
Sick.
Yeah, I don't really have an explanation.
You didn't have an
There's
explanation
no
for
there's
it
no
then.
real saving myself here.
You know you gave the explanation.
I can't defend myself. I say just keep playing the video. That's my AFC Championship game is Jags Bengals.
I'm in love with that.
I'm in love with that.
In Cincinnati.
It's Paul Brown to me.
It's still Paul Brown.
All right. I got Bills, Bengals. Bills, Bengals. I got the Bengals winning this one. I think they take care of this just like they did last year. And then I got Chiefs, Jets. And I'm riding with Train Joel. I got the Jets pulling out the upset.
Someone has to. I said it at the time.
So
I definitely wait and see what I got.
So I switched to I have the Chiefs.
There's no.
I'm gonna put bacon cheese. That's so bad.
Oh man.
Nick, right here, right now, in this video.
But yeah. They got Nathaniel Hackett, his old OC. I think Garrett Wilson.
No, he's
Pause it. Did we really just come to a consensus on this and pick Nathaniel Hackett over Andy Reid?
Yeah, I don't know why that was thrown out there. Nathaniel Hackett is a terrible coach.
Nathaniel Hackett was the OC, so I was like, hey, him and Aaron Rodgers were good together in Green Bay. You know, he's gonna do better.
Why was that even said?
I don't know. That was a really.
Evan, you and I just picked Nathaniel Hackett over Andy Reid.
As an offensive mind.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
Yeah, we
man.
did.
What in the world, man?
Upper tier of wide receivers, and I just think
That didn't
that
happen.
obviously, Jarvis Wilson, but I just think the Jets' firepower, when fully healthy, is going to outperform the Bills.
They were not, in fact, fully healthy.
That did not happen at all. The Chiefs had one of the best defenses in the league, and I said that Garrett Wilson and company was going to outpower them. Oh gosh.
That's going to be very interesting. Bengals and the Jets in the AFC Championship. Never thought I would say that.
And we still aren't saying it.
Who would have said that 4 years ago?
We would have said anything. So, I have the Bengals versus the Jets in the divisional round, and then the Chiefs and the Jags. So we'll start out with the Bengals and the Jets. I think for the same reasons you said. I think the Bengals have been here before, and I think that it might be bold to say, but I think from top to bottom, I think they're still a better team. So I'm going with Burrow and the Bengals. They're taking care of business and heading back to their third straight AFC Championship, which is, like you said, becoming a custom.
It has become a bit of a...
Zach, you are so arrogant with that.
Yeah, I'm glad it blew up in your face.
All three of Joe Burrow's full seasons, all three of Joe Burrow's full healthy seasons in the NFL, he has led his team to the AFC Championship. So, and then we got the...
I will never be that confident in the Bengals again.
No, listen. I was hoping that I would be able to go before you, because I'm going the same. I have the Jags. I have the Jags. I am extremely high on the Jags this year.
I was so high on the Jags this offseason, dude. It was ridiculous.
Evan, if you go back like 10 seconds,
I am extremely probably.
right there, that's how we all should feel right now as Nick. And
What are we doing?
It's like, what are we doing?
I said it like 20 seconds ago. I was like, we all know nothing.
Oh, man.
She's like 14-3 or whatever.
They're gonna win the Super Bowl again.
I am extremely probably.
Yeah.
there we go.
Extremely high on the Jags and Trevor Lawrence, and I think
It's better and better as we go.
I genuinely would not be shocked if I really would. I wouldn't either. Like, I will.
Oh, I would.
Trevor Lawrence and the Jags laid one of the biggest eggs I've ever seen this whole season.
He just collapsed.
That was
They were
terrible. I
playing
was so
good
high on them.
football through like Thanksgiving, and then they just
I just,
stopped
like, I don't
playing
even-
football.
I don't even know like what to do from here on out. I was so confident and so high on all my picks, and it was just like it was terrible.
Just wait
This
until
was-
early August when we do this again.
I won't be. I don't even know what to do. Like I just have no clue at this point. Like I was so good 2 years ago, and now this year, I mean,
Hey,
wow.
you can't win them all. You can't win them all.
I guess not.
Hey, at least we knew right when we all said that the Chiefs weren't going to make the AFC Championship that we were wrong.
Evan, didn't we look at each other? We were like, "What is happening?"
Oh,
think
that's
so.
a little bit later.
Oh yeah.
I should have just kept
Right.
rolling with the Chiefs. Like last year when I went like 100% in the playoffs, I had the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Like I need to just stop. The Chiefs have to go minimum AFC Championship at minimum from here on out.
You can see this happening. The Jags almost beat them last year.
True.
No, you already said what Jags. I had the Chiefs. Switch. But no, so I got.
Thinking you were going to think the Chiefs. You were going to think the Chiefs.
No, but I got the Jags.
That didn't happen.
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to get it done. He almost did it last year at Arrowhead, so I think this is the year he's going to do it. He's got a better team. I think they're going to be.
Nick
I
is
think
just
the
in
Jags are
disbelief that we
No, I
didn't
think they're
pick
gonna
the
just-
Chiefs.
I think that they will finally dethrone Mahomes and keep him out of the AFC Championship. I think that they will
Oh, boy.
finally do it. So I've got the Bengals and the
Finally.
Jags in the AFC Championship at Paycor. Or just, we are either what?
There it is. We are actual morons.
Speaking into existence.
I got the
The
Bengals.
Chiefs will not make the AFC.
So you two have Bengals Jags,
You
and
two
we
guys.
have Bengals Jags.
Bengals, Jags at Paycor, AFC Championship in the freaking jump.
Did we get any teams in the AFC Championship correct?
Nope.
No, not a single one. Not a one.
No.
Not one team.
No.
That's why.
We deserve to have opinions.
All right, let's keep going because we know it's about to get good.
This is where the fun begins.
Oh gosh.
What? What?
Dude, that's bad. That's really bad.
I don't want to hear
That's really bad.
None of us have the Chiefs. I don't want to hear I'm going with the Chiefs.
That's really bad.
That will never not be funny.
Oh,
That reaction will never not be funny.
that is the best reaction I have ever seen on this pod.
I think it
was
is.
so funny.
It was either this one or when Lucas said the Browns were going to the Super Bowl and I threw my water bottle against the ceiling.
I don't
That
even
about
think
fell on
that was
you.
the very first one. I think the other one that competes with those two is not about the stats.
It's not about
Oh
the
yeah.
stats.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That aged like milk.
I
for
don't
you.
even think the stat one this is the best one. I don't find the stat one to be as funny as the water bottle one and this one.
This
I
one's,
do.
this
I
one's
do.
definitely
From my
the best.
point of view, it was so unexpected
Yeah.
Which
I was
one?
like,
that it's not
This
about
one.
the stats.
Oh.
I knew you were gonna lose your mind if someone picked against the Bengals at home in the AFC title game, but like,
Yeah, that's a given.
And then you do it right here.
yeah, I did do that.
Weaver broke the
Yep, that
sound
was,
barrier.
we're
on
almost
that
breaking
board.
everything.
That's bad. Be different. With Aaron
Be
Rodgers'
different.
First season.
I knew it. I knew this was bad. I was like, this is terrible.
This was so bad.
This is awful.
I know, but I genuinely think that could happen. That's not gonna happen. I think that's gonna be the Chiefs. That's absolutely. I fully believe it. They almost did it last year. Wait.
You just my point.
Pause it.
Literally just got done saying.
Dude, it happened last year. What makes you think that it can't happen this year? That's just bad.
I mean, that was pretty dang bad.
You didn't even give a reason.
He just said that's bad.
You didn't give me a reason on why.
It was
said, "Oh,
horrible.
You just said, that's bad. That's it.
That's bad. That's bad.
Because you can't take the freaking Jets in Paycor against Burrow's Bengals, man. They can't do that crap.
It's a good thing neither team got to that point this season.
Yeah. That didn't happen.
Keep going.
The Jets almost beat the Bengals last year.
No, he said this in the Jags almost beat the Chiefs last year. That's why I was like,
That's going to Houston. You can absolutely do that.
the Jags almost did it last year.
Thank you.
That's how I said
What makes you think that the Jets can't go into pay?
I'm just in tears laughing in the background. I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
I'm a Chargers fan right now. I'm Herbert.
I forgot that I said that.
The Jets are beating the Bengals.
Why did you say that? It's like, I'm a Chargers fan now. Justin Herbert's better. Like, you just lost it.
Oh, I forgot that I
What's
said
your bias
that.
inside? Justin Herbert's better than Joe Burrow. I'm a Chargers fan.
Well, you told me to put my bias aside, so I went to the next best thing I could think of. Everybody thinks Justin Herbert's better, and it's just not true, so
You
that's the first thing I thought
Your
of.
bias aside.
You just lost it.
You just.
I'm a Chargers fan, Justin Herbert's fan. That was, I totally forgot that I even said that. That is absurd.
That's so funny.
So funny. I was just like, what is going on?
Wow.
That is absurd.
Wow.
The Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers having another real season. Nick, you're up.
Alright, guys, if you didn't know, we were playing a little bit of Sorrow World. So, you're doing me an idiot.
You're gonna clip that, me saying that Herbert's better than Burrow. You're gonna clip it.
You have to. You have to do that. You still have to do that.
You have to now.
You never did clip that, Evan, and you just should not.
I go back and clip it from like almost a year ago, like 6-7 months ago.
Where I was going on a
Zach,
rant.
Zach has a change of heart? Burrow? Dude, that's clickbait as all get out.
Herbert's better than Burrow. I'm a Chargers fan. All bias aside.
Yeah, you still, like I said, you still didn't put your bias aside.
Yes, I did. Dude, if I was a Patriots fan, I still wouldn't have thought that was going to happen. I genuinely did not think the Jets would have been able to beat the Bengals. With both teams fully healthy in the jungle, I'm still picking the Bengals, even if I'm a freaking Raiders fan or something.
Okay. Okay.
Betting all bias.
He said the Bengals were going to lose the Super Bowl.
What?
And I'm on the ground.
All bias
on the ground.
completely aside. As I said, I'm a Chargers fan now. I don't even care about the Bengals now. The Jets are not beating the Bengals in the jungle and the AFC Championship. They aren't doing it. I don't care.
Okay. I need you to tell me this honestly right now. Why didn't you react the way you did for that when I had the Jets going into Arrowhead?
Yeah, that's more far-fetched.
What?
Because Zach beat the Chiefs in the same round, so I was like, okay, whatever.
What difference does it make? What do you mean? What difference does it make? I literally.
The Bengals are better from top to bottom than the Chiefs are. As a football team, they're better than the
I have the best player.
Well, That didn't work out for you, did it?
That didn't work out for any of us, all right? Don't pin this on me, Evan.
No, I know,
You were
it's
the
just
one
funny.
that was saying it was a foregone conclusion the Bengals were going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Evan,
Yeah.
you will see later that Evan also has them winning the Super Bowl.
I do have them winning the Super Bowl.
Like,
Player on the
Wow.
face of the earth with Patrick Mahomes. Okay. That means they're an instant contender. No
Okay.
matter what.
Okay.
And Arrowhead is one of the hardest places
The
to
Bengals
play.
did it.
There it is.
I get that,
Yes!
not wrong about that.
but what difference does it make?
Yeah, I don't know why that's so like.
This is
No,
fine.
dude. No, dude.
Dude,
That ain't happening.
that reaction is the best thing I've seen on this podcast. It's better than you reacting to Lucas's.
Because I was.
Dude,
I was.
face is red right now.
I was.
I forgot about that. I forgot that I had to do that was so
Back-
funny.
Can you go back a little bit?
Yeah, so
I just
where
want to
do
hear
we
that
wanna do
again.
that?
Because I was like in genuine.
Dude,
I was.
face red right now.
I was.
Joel, you were so angry. You were so angry.
Dude. And it's for a team that I don't even care about.
Yeah, like what?
It's just the big thing for me was when we did this was just the simple fact that when I said this, Zach immediately jumps on my case and doesn't let me speak why I think it. But if we go back to the last round, like it said, that everybody had the Chiefs losing in the divisional. You get divisional. We all had them losing that round. Some of us had them losing to the beating the Chiefs, or the Jets beating the Chiefs. I don't get why you didn't say it before then.
I
was
don't think
my
that
big
was quite
thing.
as absurd.
How?
Because I had the
We're not
G-
doing this again. We're not doing this again.
I
Well,
know,
it's
but
gonna be-
jeez, Pete.
We were.
That was the
we were,
big thing. And you guys are going to see me
genuinely-
get even more mad here in a second.
We were all genuinely on something for this one.
yeah,
just
this
being-
one was more
Look, hey, we had just
Animated.
come back from
Genuine
Mexico.
shock that you said that.
Me and Nick were just dying laughing this whole
I
time.
was. I was. Oh my god.
It's all about the stat.
I know. I was still sad about not being
I don't get that. How that is so far fetched to me. If
Alright, we moving on now.
move on, because I'd love to see a reaction to what Nick's about to say.
Alright, so
Yeah.
at Bengals,
Knew it.
Peyton Manning 2.0 versus Peyton Manning 2.0 versus Tom Brady 2.0. You know I can't.
This
hear
is
about
ridiculous.
Bengals. You're not gonna do this. No, I am. I'm fully 100%.
Wait, who did you pick?
I picked the
You
He has
Jags.
the Jags in
I
the
had the
Super
Jags
Bowl.
beating the Bengals. All right, let me hold
But
on.
you said
In
I knew you
fairness,
were going to do that. I knew
yeah.
you were
In
going to
fairness,
do that.
I think mine is the least defensible here because the Jets and Bengals kind of had their seasons derailed. The Jags just played bad football. They just weren't that good of a team this year. So I think I'm the only person here without an alibi for why I picked what I picked.
That's true.
Well, what
It's
did you,
valid.
you said something about like Tom Brady 2.0
I said because
versus
before the
Tom Brady
before the
2.0
season,
versus
everyone was
Peyton
calling
Manning
Trevor
2.0.
Lawrence Peyton Manning 2.0 and Joe Burrow Tom Brady 2.0. And they didn't account
I
for
don't remember hearing that one time.
You did not.
When did somebody call Trevor Lawrence Peyton Manning 2.0?
Not any of us, but like talking heads on like SportsCenter and whatnot were saying.
Interesting.
Trevor Lawrence was Peyton Manning 2.0 because he didn't have a great year, but he had a good second year and he's going to keep ascending. And Joe Burrow is like athletically limited, but he just knows how to win football games. So they were calling him Tom Brady 2.0.
I've always heard that Burrow and Mahomes are Manning and Brady 2.0.
Patrick Mahomes is Godzilla 1.0, but we'll get to that probably later.
You love him so much.
Keep playing this.
We were just got shit.
I absolutely wholeheartedly believe that's the thing that could happen.
I'm just crying
Did
laughing
you
this
not
entire
just
time.
listen to what he said? Taco joint.
Yeah, did you not believe me?
No.
Why?
Why would the Jags win Super Bowl?
Listen.
Why would anybody have picked the Bengals 3 years ago? To go to the Super
Okay.
Bowl?
Honestly, though, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sorry, I believe that more than I believe the Jets.
Am I wrong?
I do. I think the Jags.
No.
will beat the
Listen
Bengals.
to my reason. Listen to my reason.
Joel just looks at me like you've got to be
He's like, "Are you
kidding me
serious?"
Right now. Look at what he does. He just looks directly at me like,
I think.
did
I
he
think the
really
Jags,
just say
Listen
that?
to my reason.
He's like, did he really just say that?
Listen to my reason.
That's
I'm looking at all the teams in the conference, right? The Jets haven't really been here before. The Bills are like, they have a lot of holes. The Ravens are iffy. The Chargers can't stay healthy. Bengals, I can't in good conscience pick them to go to the Super Bowl.
Why?
Because their whole team's going to get injured. They're going to be like 5-12, and you don't want that, do you?
Yeah.
I call
Happened
it.
anyway.
That's what you like to do. The Chiefs, I do think the Chiefs are
Screw you, Nick. You're the reason why the Bengals season failed.
Yeah, screw you, Nick.
beatable. They don't have a receiver. The Jags remind me a lot of the way the Colts were after Andrew Luck's final year, where it was like they had a great young core and an absolute stud at quarterback. Okay?
Yes.
And I genuinely think that Trevor Lawrence is that good. Like, I think he could be but he is good at that.
I thought that too, man.
Eagles-esque type run, where everyone kind of overlooks them in the regular season because of the division they play in.
Yeah.
But then they come to the playoffs, and Doug Peterson's a Super Bowl winning head coach.
Yeah.
Zach Taylor hasn't done that, but you know, Doug Peterson's.
Why did you have to throw that in?
I have no idea.
Like,
No clue.
there was just no reason to even say that.
I
was
have absolutely no idea. That was such
Nick
a
was
dig.
just throwing shots.
Yeah, that was such a dig. That was so worth it.
Well, what's funny is like basically what you expected the Chargers to be is what the Texans were.
You mean the Jags?
Like, no, what you expected the Jags to be is what the Texans were.
Yeah,
right?
they didn't.
Honestly.
The Texans didn't quite make the Super Bowl, but
No, but like you
They were
said,
pretty
like, they
dang
would
good,
be-
though.
yeah, they're a pretty
Like
good football
nobody
team.
thought they would win anything due to their division, and they have like a quarterback that can win games, and that's what happened.
And I agree with all that. I do agree with like the Jags being like a Bengals-esque.
I'm just
run.
chilling there
I
on my
just
phone.
don't
I'm getting.
know if I
right
see
now.
them.
it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a heck of a
You talk about writing a legacy.
This
Your
will be
first
this
real
will be a
test.
legacy game.
Look
I
at
think
look at
both-
my face
Yeah,
right
in
now.
a game where Patrick Mahomes is filming,
I'm literally scrolling through like Instagram, Snapchat right now because I am trying to
probably the biggest game
cool
of his
down.
career so far.
Just so
Dude,
over it.
Yeah, I mean Patrick Mahomes is not in the picture right now.
If this
Joe,
plays
Joe,
out-
Joe Burrow has a chance.
How
to
are
have a
idiots?
historical season for the Bengals.
Patrick Mahomes is not in the picture right now. That's crazy.
And
I'm putting.
and Burrow has a chance to write historical season for the Bengals, and he has a chance to, like you said, he has a chance to kind of chip away at that
I am putting
gap between him and Mahomes.
all my bias aside. That gap only got larger.
Yeah,
I don't think that hype is crazy at all after last season.
yeah.
But in a conference that's so like fine margin, it's gonna depend on which quarterback can play better
And you just
in
think
that
Trevor
game.
Lawrence.
And I think on that day, I could very well see Trevor Lawrence playing better than Joe Burrow. That's just,
I think honestly, I think it's a flip of the coin.
Yeah,
between the two of them.
it's
I mean,
tough.
at this moment in time,
Dude.
right now, without seeing
It
any
is-
game, I think it's a flip.
Actually, looking back on it, it is really funny how, like, we was like, oh, I can see that happening. But then he said the Jets even loses his mind. But he was like, yeah, like, that probably will happen. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if the Jags beat the Bengals and Trevor Lawrence is just better, just plays better, just outplays Burrow. And then Joel says the Jets can make it. He's like, what are you talking about?
Well, if you keep playing, I'm about to blow up.
They're gonna play the regular season in Jacksonville.
They do.
So we're gonna get
On a Monday night game.
Yeah, we're gonna get a
Bengals won
And the
that.
Bengals beat him without Joe
Bengals
Burrow.
beat him with.
I don't hate what you said. I don't disagree with it, but
Did we talk about the AFC for
I
like almost 30 minutes?
don't know. Like,
I think we talked about the AFC for
like,
most of the
Trevor Lawrence,
video.
like, this is a historical game for Lawrence too. Like, he takes down Mahomes, takes down like if this
That's a
happens,
legacy.
if this happens, takes down Mahomes, takes down Burrow, en route to a Super Bowl. Whether he wins or loses, that's a historical playoff.
Yeah, Herbert too.
And going through Herbert, yeah. I mean, if he does that, he's three. He's three. On that. In my mind, if he does that, he's three.
Yeah, when I told you 12 months ago I had the Jags in the AFC, I wasn't
Well, but I mean, I also just feel like I see like there's more.
None of
like,
that happened.
Maybe not more, but I just like this is a huge legacy game for Burrow.
Yeah.
Because this is like a chance for him to, like I said, like
He's gonna finally have a game where he's
He'll-
not playing Mahomes.
well, but I mean, I'm not, like, the dude's 3-4 against Mahomes. Like I don't like yeah, but like what I'm saying is that he has a.
It's a dogfight every single time.
It is, but he's still 3 and. So I'm for Super Bengals history. And with Mahomes not in the picture, he has a chance to like chip away at that gap that's between the two.
That's the end of my tangent. Give us your.
All right. I got Jets, Bengals. I got Bengals.
You think I'm crazy for saying it's more likely that the Lawrence does it?
Hell yeah, I do. Are you?
I think Trevor Lawrence is really good, dude. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Fame guy.
Rodgers
I
has
just,
more experience,
Yes. He also
a better team.
We'll see about that one, but he does also.
As of right now, yeah.
But
He,
my
he
thing
does
is,
also historic. Sorry, Evan. He historic.
I just start saying right
Sorry,
stuff.
sorry, Evan.
You're just not gonna talk.
Yeah,
Like,
and
years ago.
yeah, and that's the one time he's done it. Other than that, he's lost in the first or second round of the playoffs.
Not entirely his fault.
I know, but I'm just saying. And even team-wise, I mean, the Jags still could have a better team than this. I mean, we'll see what the season goes. They're both great teams, but I mean, on paper, the Jets probably are better, yes, but we'll see what the season comes around. That's a close one.
wasn't this?
They both sucked.
Absolutely.
Oh, I fully agree. That was fun. Absolutely. I'm so glad you did that.
Because
Absolutely.
I did
That is
like,
going to make an excellent show.
because I didn't like but like like when you explain it and when I think about like that game,
I think about it for
okay. But like at first
Joel's
But at first
supposed
I'm
to
thinking,
lose
like,
his mind
this
his
is so
whole
far
time.
fetched to the Jets. Because I think the Jags are better than the
There it
Jets.
is.
You just said they were.
You just said the Jets have a better team right now.
On paper, if you look at their roster on paper, the Jets probably are better. But that doesn't make me think the Broncos on paper have a great team.
Hey, can you pause it?
We're at 25 minutes in a whole other
Conference.
was winning because I think Jets.
Is it in paper?
Yes, it's in paper.
All of
Yes.
these have been in Vegas.
So I have the Bengals winning. I think this is their year. They've been in the AFC Championship back-to-back years, made it to the Super Bowl once. This team, I think, some of the guys are going to have to leave due to money things. So I think this is going to. I think if there's any time to do it, this is the year. I think that this is going to.
Nope.
Bengals, Jags. Obviously, everybody can tell by my reaction. I have the Bengals winning this game, but it is a all-time legacy. Heck of a game. Comes down to the wire. Two great quarterbacks, two great teams battling it out. Ultimately, the Bengals have more experience in this position, and ultimately, I think the Bengals are the better team. And I think Burrow's the better quarterback.
Congrats on the Kansas City Chiefs
for making it to another Super Bowl.
Must look like absolute.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
I knew.
Promise that I love you.
Yeah, I promise you're still.
Of
I
course.
promise that
I'm
you're still gonna be
sorry.
best player.
But
I'm sorry.
Burrow's got.
We knew it.
This is Burrow's second trip. Burrow's second trip to the Super Bowl. 3 straight AFC championships. That's what I got.
We gotta go.
Gotta go to the NFC.
Let's make this quicker.
There's not a lot
It
to
will
talk.
be. There's not much to talk.
There's not as much talk. I got Lions, Falcons. So 1 Niners, 2 Eagles, 3 Bears, 4 Falcons, 5 Lions, 6 Cowboys, and Vikings 7. I got.
So the Bears at 3, Joel.
I rode the hype. I rode the Justin Fields hype.
Dude, you rode that thing way too freaking hard. That was you rode that sucker.
I thought, well, for me, it was more just this idea of, you guys, which I think I pointed out in either this video or the one where we did our season predictions. But the big reason why I had it in my mind was that second or third year quarterback taking that step once they got a wide receiver 1 on their team.
Yeah.
We saw it with Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs. We saw it with Jalen Hurts with A.J. Brown. I thought the next one that was going to take place was going to be Justin Fields with DJ Moore. Because you guys could tell. If you guys go back through this season and look at the connection that Justin Fields and DJ Moore had, it was an explosive connection.
That was really good.
Justin Fields definitely played better this year with DJ Moore.
He did.
Just didn't take that step into elite status.
I don't know
I
if he will
also-
continue to be a Bear anymore after this year either.
I also feel like I overhyped their defense.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
That I feel like that's the biggest blunder that I had with
Their
that
defense
team.
played well down the stretch, though. They were the reason they won like 5
After
out of
they
6.
traded for Montez Sweat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well,
That
so
was
how
after
many?
they traded for Montez Sweat and signed him to an extension. Early on in the season, they weren't very good.
So how many did you get right out of 7?
I had Niners,
Niners,
1, Eagles 2,
Eagles. And you
I had the Lions and the Cowboys.
And then what? Bears, Vikings, Falcons. So 4.
Yeah, I had the
I think
Falcons in
that's
there.
what it was. So
Which
4.
the Vikings won. I mean,
What happened
Kirk
if
getting hurt.
Kirk didn't go down?
If Perk doesn't go down, I feel like it's a little more closer to them getting in. Falcons were in contention. Arthur Smith's just a
The
terrible
NFC
coach.
South was just a crap.
I'm so glad you admit it and agree with me now, finally. Worst coach in the NFL.
Well, it's just like he basically had a job until those final 2 games.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Like, let's just be totally honest with ourselves. I mean, I don't feel like that Falcons one was out there because they improved their defense.
Yeah. The most out
Their
there
only
was the
issue
Bears.
was quarterback, in my opinion.
And coach.
We know how you feel.
Well, they fixed one of those positions.
And they got
Thank goodness.
On
I'm
paper.
just gonna say this, Zach. You brought this point up earlier about Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Imagine Justin Fields in Atlanta.
Oh, I think that would be a lot better. I don't hate Justin Fields. I just don't think it's a good
I know
working
you
relationship.
don't. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I just don't think that him with the Bears was a great fit. I mean, he was in a garbage situation since he got drafted, and I don't think he was in an ideal position to grow and improve himself as a player. I don't hate him. I think he's got a lot of talent, so he's going to have a chance. He's going to have a chance to turn his career around because I don't think he's going to be in Chicago anymore after this year.
That makes sense.
Actually, starting this, I don't think he's going to be a Bear in about a month from now. Oh, Lord.
shots, huh?
I hope that comes true because that's going to be a great clip if it doesn't.
See,
All right, I'm gonna.
you can continue,
going.
Evan.
Lions versus Falcons. I got the Lions beating the Falcons. Cowboys versus the Bears. I have the Cowboys winning. Then Vikings, Eagles, I have the Eagles winning. Setting up for a Lions, Eagles, Cowboys, Bengals.
So what did you have?
I had 3.
No, you didn't. The Eagles lost.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that.
So 2.
Jet too.
Nobody's getting the Eagles one, right?
No.
No.
So I had 2. I had
Not bad.
4 and 2.
So my NFC lined up: Eagles 1, Niners 2, Vikings 3, Panthers 4, Cowboys 5, Lions 6, Packers 7. In the
Pause.
all right, no. Listen, I went 6 of 7 there. First of all,
Okay.
but
Did you actually?
yeah, I did. It was
You just
wait,
had
no.
the Panthers in the
Vikings were 3.
playoffs.
Never mind. I went 5 of 7. Still, 5 of 7 is pretty good.
Yeah.
The Panthers won. First of all, I think we all, one of us you had the Falcons winning, Joel. I had the Panthers winning the division. I think 2 people had the Saints winning the division. No one gave the Bucks any credit, and the Bucks ended up winning the crapshoot that was the NFC South this year.
But Baker. Props to Baker.
Yeah, props to Baker. There's that.
That guy had a year,
He
man.
revived his career. The Panthers won. If you go back to the beginning of the season, everyone was talking about how Bryce Young had a great supporting cast with Frank Reich and their O-line and Brian Burns, yada, yada, yada. And then it just all fell off the train tracks. And the Panthers were by far the worst team in football this season. That was bad.
Who said? Can I? Who said that they had a good
A
supporting
lot of
cast?
people on, people...
Yeah, I was gonna say, who the heck said that?
They said they don't have great receivers, which was yeah, that's fair, but their O-line was bigged up to be a good young core. Their defense, their corners were good. Their front 7 was getting pressure with
Their
Brian
defense,
Burns.
I would agree.
Yeah. Frank Reich still had somewhat of a reputation before the season started because of what happened in Indianapolis, but it all just fell apart. The Panthers were by far the worst team in football this past year. Bryce Young was terrible.
And they don't even have a first-round
Yeah,
pick.
it's looking bleak for them right now. But the other one, the Vikings, same reason as Joel. I think the Vikings would have ended up making the playoffs if Kirk Cousins didn't get hurt, but he did. So there's not much you can really say about that.
Yeah. So, oh well.
In the fourth game, I'm going to Dallas, Carolina. I don't think that happened. Might be a repeat of last year. And then I've got an NFC North battle. I've got the Lions beating the Vikings because Kirk Cousins cannot do anything when it's works. And then
Nice.
Niners, Packers. It'll be better. The Niners win that game. So I also have Niners, Cowboys, Eagles, Lions.
So you had 2?
2.
2, yeah. So 5 and 2.
Hey, you had
for
the
me.
Lions in there.
I did.
That's good.
Although Joel did as well. So
The Niners with the number 1, Eagles at 2, Vikings at 3, Saints at 4. I got the Cowboys at 5, Packers at 6, and Lions at 7. I have the
Evan.
So did I do
Evan.
6 of
that's
7
5
too?
out of 7 for you too.
5
So
out
you
of
had the
7.
Vikings and Saints.
So was I saying
But
for
I
you at
loved your
6?
little cheeky little Packers pick in there.
I also picked the Packers.
Yeah, he picked the Packers.
did?
Yeah, they were
You
my
did?
7th seed. So I got
Oh.
that. That's what you like to hear.
My
I
bad.
didn't see it.
I
A little bit.
didn't hear your say Packers. My bad.
the 4-5 Saints, Cowboys,
ahead, Evan.
Cowboys winning it very easily. 3-6 Vikings and Packers. I have Vikings winning that one, but it's going to be a little bit closer to people think. Yeah, it's going to be.
The NFC playoffs are just going to be.
I mean, yeah.
I've said such a
And then
terrible
we have
conference.
Lions and the Eagles. The Eagles are going to massacre. So.
What?
I was doing good.
Goodness.
Until, you know. I will say this. I love how we said that the NFC playoffs would be terrible. They were actually not that bad.
Yeah,
It was solid.
the NFC was a lot better than I thought they would be this year.
It was pretty solid.
Yeah,
I feel like there was a lot more competition than what we actually expected too.
The Packers coming up out of nowhere,
The
so
about
Rams,
the Rams?
the Rams being a good team.
yeah, the
too,
Rams
yeah.
are really good
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
we didn't see the
Rams
Rams
had a
being
hot
good.
streak there.
Yeah.
But I love how the Eagles just absolutely took a dump this year.
They collapsed as
They laid an
well. They pulled a Jacksonville.
Worse though.
You talked about how Jacksonville was a disappointment.
Philadelphia was just awful. That
Yeah.
second half of the year for Philadelphia is like questionable about their future. Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
No, I think it's valid.
That's
There were
another
people
topic for
saying-
another day. But like,
There were people saying that they wanted Sirianni out. I'm like, what
yeah,
are you guys-
no, absolutely not.
I don't
We
know.
don't see what you say.
So I got 49ers, Cowboys, Eagles, Vikings.
I like that setup there.
Can I pause it real quick,
I looked
Evan?
at my screen.
Zach, that was a very cute selfie you just took.
I know. She sent it first, so I had to send it back.
He straight up has camera in picture.
I didn't even see that.
Hey, she sent the first one, so I had to respond with the same thing. All right.
49ers,
Where was that?
Cowboys, Eagles.
No, he did it on here.
Oh.
It was right now, Evan. I just did it.
Oh, I thought you did it in the video. I was like, wait, I didn't see that. Oh, that's
No, I just did it.
I told you to pause it so I could call him out.
You gotta edit that out.
I said, oh.
Nope.
Oh yeah. So I have my order here. I got the Eagles at 1.
Oh no.
Yes, 9 or 2. Saints. No, I have the Vikings at 3, and then I have the Saints at 4, Bears at 5, Lions at 6, Cowboys at 7. So
You
Mind
have
you-
the Bears too.
But do you know what's even
no, no, no.
funnier?
Didn't
Is
you
he had the
also have
Saints.
the Saints at 11-6?
Yeah, he had the
Yes.
Saints
Oh,
going
he did.
Dude, what?
He
like,
did.
what the heck was I even like thinking at this point in time?
Well, I think
did,
when
I
you
forgot
said
about
that you
that.
had the Saints at 11-6 at the time,
We were all like, what?
whoa.
Like,
And you're like,
what?
no, they play in a terrible division. They're just gonna win every game in the division. We're like, oh.
Well, I mean, that's like a valid thought, kind of, but like to be that good is that's absurd. I don't know what the heck I was. Dude, this is bad. That's really bad.
So how many did you get?
About
right?
as bad as you saying that the 49, not the 49ers, but the Jets could make the Super Bowl.
So you had Eagles.
I have
49ers.
the Eagles as the 1 seed. Like that's just automatically bad
Cowboys.
right there.
I also had the Eagles at the 1 seed.
Did
That's
you get
freaking
3?
terrible.
I think I had them as no. I think I had the Niners as the 1.
Wait, did you get?
And then
3?
I had Niners at 2. And then who was
get the
3? I don't even
Vikings?
know. The
Minnesota.
Vikings. What?
And then you had the Saints. Then you had the Cowboys, Bears.
Ugh.
and
No, he
then-
had the Bear. He had the Bears,
Ugh.
Lions
that middle
and
one?
Cowboys.
Lions, and then Cowboys.
Okay, so you got 4.
Wow. Okay, but the Vikings would have made the playoffs if Kirk Cousins didn't get hurt, but they would not
We
have
all
won the
said-
division.
We all
Yeah,
had
we've
that.
all said that.
Yeah, we all have.
That is a really, really bad prediction. So I had Eagles winning the division. That didn't happen. But both of those two teams and the Cowboys, they both made the playoffs. So I was right with that. And then I had Niners. I was right. But that's it. Lions. That's it, right?
So you had 4.
Yeah.
So 4 of 7.
So I've got
Solid.
the Saints at 4 playing the Bears.
The ones that I
You had the Saints playing the Bears in the 4-5 matchup.
like the other 3 was just terrible. I mean, it was just awful.
Just listen to
The
this.
Saints at 4 playing the Bears here. that is a playoff football game. Derek Carr or Justin Fields? I have Derek Carr. I have the Saints going to the division round. Fair enough, I guess. So, no one called the Giants win this time last year, so I mean,
It's true.
I had to.
Chris Olave and
He's
Derek Carr
valid.
headed into the second round. So,
Oh
we've got the
man.
Niners against the Cowboys for the third consecutive year. Big shocker, the Niners are taking that one. And then we got the Vikings and the Lions. Vikings take it. Too bad for the Lions. So,
Ooh, Zach, you had
dang
one
it.
and four.
Explain that, Zach.
You were so close.
I can't explain my NFC predictions. Those were awful. There's
I
nothing I
thought you
can
were
say
about ready
about
to say
that.
something a lot worse.
I just love
there's
being
nothing I
on
can
a
say about
playoff
that.
game of Justin Fields versus Derek Carr.
Versus Derek Carr. Knowing what you knew
That is
before
a-
the season.
That is a
Yeah, that
playoff
was
game.
terrible. I don't know what the heck I was thinking of that. I don't know what was going through my
so
mind.
I've got the Eagles versus the Saints, and then the Vikings versus the Niners.
All right, Joel.
Good too.
Original.
And Eagles Lions.
Gosh.
Oh,
You should have stuck with that, Joel.
oh no! No!
Well, like,
I changed it.
I heard you say that. But, like, I was looking at mine.
Process in your head.
Yeah, like it like
Dan
I
Campbell.
looked
Dan Campbell, Coach of
himself.
the Year.
Like I looked up at
Jared
you
Goff.
and I was
Oh
and
no!
by the time
Dude,
it registered, you
I love how like us joking is what actually happened.
Yeah, that's
We
crazy.
were like, oh, the Chiefs, you know, they're gonna make it back to the Super Bowl because we didn't pick them. They were like, and we were like, the Lions are gonna go crazy. Dan Campbell, and literally all of the stuff we were joking about happened. You should have stuck with it, Joel. Should've
I
stuck
thought
with
I when I heard Lions, I'm like, oh shoot, and then dang it.
it. Changed your mind.
So I got Eagles Lions, Eagles Lions.
He just gave you two all-time cash.
well, the Jets one was that like
I
both
thought-
both of those were like
I thought I was about ready to get a third one.
no. I mean,
Little too.
well, if I like if you gave me a second longer to process it, I wouldn't have yelled, but I'd been like, dude, what? It's like you with Lucas. What?
Evan, I watched that clip a few nights ago.
I did too.
When you just
That's
looked
a
at
great
Lucas and
clip.
you go, what?
That was a great clip.
Exact same setup. There's not a whole lot to talk about. There's just very different teams that are different than all the rest, and that's the Niners and Eagles. Yep. So yeah.
Ah,
I
boy,
got the
were
Eagles
we
versus
wrong.
the
We were
Vikings.
right about one of them.
Winning that one pretty handily. Gonna have the Cowboys and the 49ers. Gonna have the 49ers winning that one pretty
I
handily.
have I have the Eagles beating the Lions and the Niners beating the Cowboys.
For the foreseeable future, those are going to be both the teams.
Unless something drastically changes.
Something did
As
drastically
As
change.
boring as it is, I don't see that.
Yeah. That didn't happen.
Evan,
Yeah.
It changed.
it changed.
It did change. It did change.
Go
Something
Detroit.
drastic did happen, Evan. It was like
The
it's like
Lions
the
happened.
it's like the Falcons owner saying they're not firing Arthur Smith, barring some
A
sort of
massive
like
collapse,
egregious,
and then the
a massive
collapse
collapse,
happened.
and then it literally proceeded to happen.
Yeah.
This will not change unless an unforeseen thing happens. It happened.
I mean, yeah. Going into the season, though, you couldn't blame me, but yeah, the
No, I
Eagles
agreed.
crap the bed.
No, they're by far the best teams.
So I've got Eagles versus Saints. This is a nail biter. But the Eagles win.
What's the score?
37
52 to 20.
Oh, they're going to get 20.
Jeez,
What the heck am I thinking?
I thought you were going to say 51 to 3.
Absolute
All-time
massacre.
playoff blowout.
And then I got the
What am I thinking?
I got the Vikings and the Niners. And I do think this could be a respectable football game. Like, I could see this being within 20 points.
3-score games respectable.
I mean, I think the Eagles are going to win by like 30.
Zach,
Within
Stop.
20 points?
Zach. Did you just say a 3-score game was respectable?
It's more respectable than the last score I predicted, 52 to 10 or whatever.
3 score games.
I'm at a loss for words.
I am too. I am honestly shocked at myself right now. Like, I'm just so surprised at how terrible this NFC prediction is. I cannot believe that
Dude,
I did something
Zach.
this bad.
Zach, the title fits. This is the worst
It's
predictions
so
I've ever
bad.
seen.
I mean, all of us sucked, but I just cannot
You sucked in
believe
both
that
conferences.
I was. My predictions in the AFC actually made sense though in the preseason. These don't make sense at any point in time ever.
We still got award predictions.
Realistically, though, I have.
We still have award
Niners over the
predictions.
Vikings by a comfortable, like, 2-score game, but not quite as comfortable as the Eagles. So I got Eagles, Niners, and NFC championships.
We all have that.
We all have NFC. I don't think
Niners, Eagles.
this is where it might.
I got 49ers, Eagles, and with a healthy quarterback at the normal team.
We go.
Yep.
Noel.
So you got Niners.
Yep.
Revenge game. Financial field. Yeah. Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, so yours is at.
Yeah, it's at Philly.
Mine was in.
Mine's at Philly. Bit of a revenge game. They have a healthy quarterback. Every single Niners player is going to remember how their season ended last year.
What a
Samuel.
massacre
Won't
that
shut up about it. But yeah, I think the Niners won the Philadelphia and beat them.
They'll all remember what massacre that was.
Nick got that
I
right.
have Niners. It's a big shock.
Debo did indeed not
but I have
shut
the
up
Eagles.
about it until after they played them.
I think Jalen Hurts is just good at that, and I just think compared to
Hashtag good at football.
Brock Purdy or Trey Lance, he's just
Hashtag good at football.
He's leaps and bounds better than him. We saw his Super Bowl performance. He looked like the best player on the field with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
That's so real, though. Like, Jalen Hurts was the best player on the field. Like, I mean,
he
yeah.
had that one fluke fumble that ended up losing them the game.
Yeah,
Then
Patrick
he
Mahomes was the best player
did
ever
it,
step
too.
foot on the earth, whatever. But Jalen Hurts was the best player.
He was. He definitely was.
He played really well.
He played good player. He was the best player out
Yeah.
there.
And so I think he's going to continue. And I think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl.
All right. Respect. I know.
Hashtag be different.
You do have to be different. That's your officials. And,
Obviously, from these predictions.
Far
Yep.
different as we have been.
Dude, this far different as we have.
the things that came out of my mouth, I never
You
thought
were
I'd ever
really,
say.
you were really poking the bear.
We were just talking crazy.
You were really
But,
poking the bear.
so I got the Eagles and the Niners in the NFC Championship. Last season, this should have been a great game, and I had confidence that the Niners were going to win. But then they put Christian McCaffrey in, and that just didn't.
Well, that was their best option.
I know, yeah. But this year's gonna be a different story. Healthy Niners, they're furious. They're going to defeat the Philadelphia Eagles and advance to the Super Bowl.
I'm the only one that
Alright.
was wrong. I was the only one that was wrong on that one.
Well, I had a terrible road to get there, but ultimately I had the correct champion in the NFC.
I thought about riding the train, but I'm going 49ers.
You should have rode the train at this point.
You saved yourself, Joel. If you would have said the Jets would have beat the 49ers.
I know, I think he was talking about the NFC. I think he did say the Jets.
Oh,
No, I
no.
originally said the 49ers, and then you guys just pissed me off enough that I switched it to the Jets and said be different.
Did we?
Oh,
Man.
I thought about riding the train, but I'm going 49ers.
You should have rode the train at this point. If they go through the Chiefs and the Bengals, I'm taking the Jets.
Give me the Jets.
There you go. You might as well.
Yes, Jets,
The
Jets.
entire
Might as
NFC
well
part
build
is Joel having the right prediction and then backing up on it and switching.
I was just, I'm going to be totally honest
We all
with you.
died.
I was just so fed up at this point. I'm just like, do it.
Jets, 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 Jets. Let's go, Jets.
And while I've been trashing on the NFC this entire time, the most well-rounded team in football does belong in that conference, and that's going to be the San Francisco 49ers. When I say Bengals
I mean-
S run, it's to a team. They go to the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. They come this close, but unfortunately they fall.
It comes down to the very final play of the game.
I don't know if it's going to be close to that.
What?
I'm gonna.
I would agree with
I think the Niners would win comfortably. This is how it works out. Yeah.
I'm calling mine.
They might-
Mine's like a 3.
Um,
Mine's like a touchdown to a 3 possession.
I would say somewhere between.
I almost said 3 possession.
I think if the Niners play the Jags aren't quite Super Bowl winners yet.
Yeah.
Give them a couple of years, and they will be good enough to get over that hump. But I think San Francisco's been waiting for a year where they have decent quarterback play, and
Yeah.
I think this is finally the time where they get that game, frankly. Hold on, pause this.
All right,
I
have
don't know.
Bengals and
I don't know if we've said our apologies to 49ers fans, but if you're a 49ers fan, I'm sorry. You've been through the ringer these past 5 years. It's been
brutal.
painful. That was one of the more brutal ways to lose a Super Bowl, truthfully.
Yeah, that was
You
pretty
had
bad.
the game in your hand.
And then the whole Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
You ended on 22. Why?
yeah, it's rough for the 49ers. But this close to having something on you guys, but it wasn't meant to be.
Nope.
No, sir.
the Eagles. This is going to be a good matchup. But I'm going to go with Mr. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. I have the Eagles winning. Just kidding. Joe Shiesty, baby. Joe Burrow's taking it home.
Zach, I was going to say, what?
And yeah, Bengals are going to finally win.
Both of my Super Bowl
It's going to be a
predictions.
dogfight. It's going to be a really good game.
Both of my teams didn't make it.
It's time to say who did. It's time to say who did. I got the Bengals and the Niners. Third time's a charm. Heck of a game. Joe Burrow is not going to lose the Super Bowl the next time he goes back. The Bengals are bringing it home. Bringing the Lombardi.
Did Zach go back? No, he beat the Chiefs the year before. My
It's
bad.
time to say who did. It's time to say who did.
It's time to say who day.
Close
Niners
game.
just got
Close but no cigar. So,
The Niners just got hooted.
49ers.
the Jets. Ah,
Well, this was some video.
Hey, Nick, you were the one that got the closest in your Super Bowl
I did.
prediction.
I think I had the best preseason predictions out of all of us here, truthfully.
You know, if I would have stuck with my gut, said
It would've
49ers,
been- yeah.
it would have made
better.
things better.
Hold on, because I also know for a fact that when we did award predictions, I had Christian McCaffrey winning Offensive Player of the Year, and Miles
know where
Garrett
that
winning
part
Defensive
of it
Player of the Year.
You know, I remember I had Aaron Rodgers as my MVP. I think I said Justin Jefferson as my
Offensive Player of the Year.
Offensive Player of the Year, and then I said Micah Parsons as my
Micah
defensive.
Parsons finished second, so that wasn't. I think I had Jalen Hurts as my MVP.
I was really
I
wrong.
picked a rushing quarterback to win the MVP. I just picked the wrong one.
Yeah, I was really wrong on all of mine.
I was very, very off.
I think I had Jalen Carter as my Defensive Rookie of the Year, which would have happened if the Eagles didn't collapse.
I had Will Anderson.
Yeah, you got that.
That was the only one I got.
I
right.
had Witherspoon.
He was-
No, I had
think the-
Christian Gonzalez.
I think the only Rookie of the Year award I hit on was probably. Did I pick
No, you
CJ
had
Stroud,
Bijan.
Evan?
Yeah, I had Bijan.
Oh, I did have
Yeah, we
Bijan.
had
Yeah, I don't
Bijan.
think I hit on any of them then. I may have picked McCaffrey as Offensive Player of the Year.
I can't remember if I picked TJ Watt or if I picked Miles Garrett.
I think you also
I
picked
think you
Myles
picked
Garrett.
TJ.
I might have. I can't remember.
Zach, who'd you pick for defensive?
I have no clue.
Do you not just have it? Oh, I have it all saved in my phone when I did it.
I-
so.
I had it wrote down on that notebook that's out in front of me.
Yeah, I don't know who I had for defensive. Offensive, I may have picked McCaffrey. It was either
Offensive player, I had
McCaffrey
Garrett
or.
Wilson.
No, you didn't have
Um,
McCaffrey. I know I was the only person who had McCaffrey.
I had Garrett Wilson as my offensive player.
Oh, I think I had Garrett Wilson.
No, you
Yeah.
had Jamar Chase.
Me?
Yeah. Because I
No,
know
I didn't.
Yeah,
I thought you did. I thought you had Joe Burrow at MVP and Jamar Chase as
I
Offensive Player of the
definitely
Year.
did not pick Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow to both win those awards.
If
I
there's
think it was
something
either.
you would do.
No,
I picked Burrow to win the MVP.
You picked Justin Jefferson for Offensive Player of the Year. I picked Jamar
Oh,
Chase.
okay.
Oh, that's fair then.
Yeah.
So
I went with
I didn't
Rodgers
get any of them
Jamar.
right.
Neither did I.
This year was freaking brutal, man.
For the Jets.
I love what I say here at the end.
Well, this was some video.
You got like 7 TikToks out of
If
this.
you guys made it this far, hope you enjoyed. It was very interesting. Very all over the place. But yeah, those were our NFL 2023 playoff predictions.
Slap a like and a follow.
Wow.
Yes.
We deserve it after
If you
this.
We want more of this throughout football season.
We deserve it.
If you
Oh,
subscribe
yeah,
or like this video while watching it, but yeah, hopefully you
You're
guys
just not a
enjoyed.
real one if you don't.
Is this
after
going to be the
this.
last in-person podcast?
We didn't deserve any
No.
anything.
No,
off
I
of that
understand
video.
in hindsight if you didn't like and subscribe and follow us on everything. It was.
Because this was terrible.
That was
Oh, man.
Hey, it lived up to its name though. The
It
worst
did.
NFL
We
playoff
knew it at the
predictions.
time.
We can't let that happen again this year.
We'll be better next year.
Like what in the some of these picks were okay at the time, and other picks were still horrible at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try to be better this.
We can't let that
year.
bull.
We'll
crap
try to
happen
be
again.
better in about 5.5 months when it's early August and we do this again.
Got a lot of things to see play out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
We got a whole off season.
I know who I'm not picking to go to the Super Bowl.
Dude, just stop picking the Bengals.
I just said I'm not picking the Bengals.
I didn't hear. Well, I didn't hear you say Bengals. All I heard
I
was-
just said I know who I'm not picking to go to the Super Bowl.
That's what I. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Bengals.
I know who I'm probably gonna pick though.
I know. I do too. And it's not gonna be the Chiefs. I'm just kidding.
We go back-to-back years when the Chiefs don't. make
Back-
the Super Bowl.
That means we'll have back-to-back seasons of the Chiefs winning
We're
the
just-
Super Bowl.
At that point, we would just be confirmed Patrick Mahomes haters.
The Chiefs not
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen somebody love Mahomes
Chiefs-
as much as the guy in the red shirt right here on this screen.
Alright, buddy. Anyways.
Alright,
the
we're going
the
back
Chiefs
to
not
this
making
again.
the Super Bowl, I don't think is that crazy, but the Chiefs not even making the AFC title game is awful.
That one.
Until
yeah.
they don't make it, I think it's just a foregone conclusion that they will be one of the two teams participating in the AFC
Hey,
Championship.
we learned our
game.
lesson. We'll do better next time. But hey, it's just part of the business, you know. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong, and we were very wrong in this one.
This was very wrong, though.
This
We
was
own
probably
up
the
to our
most wrong we've
mistakes,
been
and
on
we
a lot
laugh
of
about
things.
it now.
That's why we're making this video.
Yeah.
You gotta laugh at yourself every now and then.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you guys watched the preseason one, kind of relived that. Hopefully you got a couple of laughs. Comment down below if you had any terrible preseason takes, just to make us feel better. And yeah, we got a mock draft 1.0 coming out next week, so stay tuned for that. Should be a good one. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.